GNA DCN Member Spotlight. Today we have a very special show for all of you as once again we are on location at Crave the Spotlight Media Marketing Studios in Sacramento. So stick around because we have a GNA member here with one of the most touching stories you will ever hear from an entrepreneur. My name is Elias Melas and I am the president and founder of the January Networking Association, or GNA for short, and I'll be your host for this episode. Although today I have a wonderful co-host of this episode, Victor Irvin Jenkins, who is the president of Crave the Spotlight Media Marketing. Say hi, Victor.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, very well. Thank you very much for having us here in the studio today. And this is our weekly radio show where we'll be further exposing you to the wonderful members of the January Networking Association and Discover County Network. Today, we are deeply touched to introduce you all to a very determined, passionate, and genuine gentleman we met about a month ago. And since he caught our attention with his true passion for what he does for a living despite having a disability, we just had to get his story on the air for our members to hear. Darragh SeanRyan is the owner of Dark Oak Productions, and he is here with us today to share not only how he can tremendously help people through his fantastic services, but to also share how having any disability shouldn't stop you from your passion of creating your dreams. Darragh SeanRyan, thank you very much for being here with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. So, Darragh, how's your 2014 going so far this year?
Oh, man. It's been amazing, especially this last month. Just everything has really taken off. I've met a lot of great people, especially through the GNA. So that's been really nice. Boosting my Facebook likes, for example. So, yeah, it's been really good. A lot of work done.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing, and thanks again for being here today. And before we get things started, we just want to welcome all of our viewers out there today on Crave the Spotlight TV, and we'd like to thank Victor Irvin Jenkins once again, the president of Crave the Spotlight Media Marketing, for broadcasting this live stream. So with that being said, Darragh, you ready to get right to it?
Let's do it.
Ready to get down and dirty, my friend?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
I don't know if it's dirty, but yeah.
We got to get down and dirty, man. This is DCN Internet Radio and Crave the Spotlight TV, right, Victor?
I don't get to wear this tie that often. I don't want to get it dirty.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Darragh, how about you talk to us about Dark Oak Productions and the products and services your company provides?
Yeah, sure. I started Dark Oak last year, March 1st, actually. And this was as a direct result of working with another internet radio station where I did production management, like I do now. I really got into the software and actually creating audio, and just it exploded from there. I ended up doing all of the commercials and promos, IDs, tags, jingles, whatever. And that's where my real passion started to kind of flame up, so to speak. And started Dark Oak, and this past year, it's January, I got an idea actually off the Apple commercial from 1984.
Oh, wow.
And it just happened to be 2014. So yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a little sample that I did on not really a parody, but a cover, I'll call it, of that Apple commercial, audio only. It's so yeah, I primarily do audio augmentation and creation. That's my tag. So, like I said, promos, commercials, IDs, and jingles, primarily for internet stations right now, but I'm hoping to expand that and grow.
Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing there, Darragh. Absolutely amazing. And it kind of sounds like you took a page out of the late and great Steve Jobs with that commercial idea, huh?
Yeah, it's funny because I had just read his documentary, and
wow.
Yes, I do audiobooks, so I heard it, whatever. But after reading that, it was amazing. Yeah, you got two sides of every coin, but I really liked his work ethics and how he approached things. So, copyright infringement possibility here, but I used the pirate flag that Steve Jobs used for his Macintosh building back in the day. I found it online, and yeah, so I swiped that, put that on my YouTube channel, along with that commercial audio. So yeah.
Oh, you're not.
Thanks to Ridley Scott for that, by the way. That was a great commercial.
Oh, absolutely. And not afraid to go live with it here on Crave the Spotlight TV and DCN Internet Radio. And by the way, I forgot to mention one thing, and I hope he doesn't kill me for this. The CEO and founder of the Discover County Network, who owns DCN Internet Radio Network, where we broadcast this on DCN Talk Radio, is actually watching from Reno, Nevada today. And Troy, thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah. Troy, call me if you want that gift. I'm working on a free package for you guys. So.
Oh, wow. Oh,
just for helping me out.
That's some great incentive right there, Troy. You better get on the phone right after this interview here. So call Darragh about 4:05. How about that?
Oh, wait. I think you just Facebook messaged me.
But Darragh, you mentioned something about audiobooks. You said you actually do audiobooks? You transcribe them? Is that how you do it?
No. I just read them.
You just read them?
I just listen to them. Yeah.
You just listen to them. Okay, because I know there are some people out there that want to get the books that they've written into into audio.
Oh, that's possible.
Do you know any people that you work with that actually provide that type of service, or?
Not me personally, but it's really easy to find if you start with the Library of Congress. They'll help you out. They have audiobooks.
Okay, absolutely amazing there. Well, Darragh, let's how about we have you actually go into deeper detail on how you got started, in your industry, and what do you have to say to anyone interested in doing something similar as you do?
Okay, well, I've probably got introduced into the industry when my parents left for Hawaii during high school, and I had a nice big house to myself. So I got a couple turntables, and I started making music, and it kind of took off from there. Didn't really follow that passion at that time. It was just a hobby, just something to play around with. And so going on 10 years later or so, when I lost my sight, everything became sound. Cane usage, listening to cars and traffic and whatnot. So I figured, well, shoot, I might as well go back into audio. That's something I can really, really conquer. So then it just became a matter of finding software that's accessible to people using screen readers for the computers, and found a couple good ones to start off with, and exploded from there, like Reaper, Audacity, and my first Goldwave. So it's been good.
Wow. That's awesome, man. And so what would you say to someone that wants to get in this industry? Because actually, I have a story to share real quick, if that's okay with you, because we've got about 4 minutes here before we need to take our first commercial break. A lot of people, since they've started listening to GNA DCN Member Spotlight here on the DCN Internet Radio Network, have said, "Hey, Elias, you sound like an actual DJ, and you sound really good." I'm like, well, thank you. I'm a pretty humble person. But I'll tell you a little story on how I learned to do this, because obviously I do have a little experience, not professional experience, but experience growing up as a little kid, being in my room with a turntable. Mm-hmm. And remember those 45s back in the days?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right now we have CD singles. Well, CD singles went out the door actually too, but we have MP3s now, so we're even beyond the CD stage, right?
I still have a Captain Kangaroo 45 singing Happy Birthday to Me.
Well, I still have the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer by Elmo and Patsy 45. It's a pretty valuable commodity now, because those vinyls, man, they're very valuable, man. They get rare, don't they? Especially since they don't make them anymore, right? Yeah. And what happened was, I would, go to a store with my mother in my younger days, and I would buy like the top 40, 45 singles. And it was funny, the clerk felt really bad that my mother was paying all this money, so he would give us like 2 for 1. He wasn't really supposed to do that. I think 3 or 4 years down the road, he ended up getting terminated for that, because they noticed the profit margin on the 45s going down. Yeah. But anyway, what I did with those 45s was that I would sit in my room and pretend to be a DJ, and I'd be like 99.7 FM KELI, and you're listening to, I don't know, what song should I say now? More Than a Feeling by Boston or something, right? It is Boston, right? If I remember correctly, or Journey, or a Journey song, and then it was just something I had a passion for. And now that, we have the GNA and we started this radio station, it's just all fallen into place. So it's really funny how something that starts off as a hobby can really turn into something amazing to help other people.
Well, it's a great way to find out what you love to do. So like you start off, you find out what your hobbies are. Might as well do it. Just do it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And why don't you share more about, what your true passions are, even besides, doing all the audio engineering that you do, all the audio work you do. We have about, 2 minutes for me to take our first commercial break there, Darragh.
Well, it wouldn't take me 2 minutes. It's only one word. Live.
Live.
Live life, man. Just be happy. And actually, when Victor came over to my house the other day in the lab and introduced himself, and he's got this great thing that he says, and I love it. It hit me just exactly. So it's like,
And what was
Victor,
that?
Victor, how you doing?
I think Victor has stepped away for a second,
Of course.
but
So, his saying, not as good as I was yesterday, and not as good as I will be tomorrow.
yeah,
Something to that.
I'm better than I was, but I'm not as good as I'm about to be, or something to that extent there. Only Victor says it best. Victor, are you, do you have a mic on you out there?
Yeah, I do have a mic on me.
So I was just saying, hey Victor, how you doing?
Better than I was, but not as good as I'm going to be. How you
That's
doing?
it.
That sums up life right there. Be. Just be. And yeah, whatever makes you smile, do it.
And you know what, Darragh, before we take our first commercial break here, that just resonates with me right there. People should just appreciate living and being healthy. And I just really completely admire, how you look at life, especially, because of the fact that you do have a disability, which we're going to talk about later on in our third segment. But I just admire the person that you are and what you've made out of yourself there. Any final thoughts, Darragh, before we take that commercial break?
Let's roll.
All right. So with that being said, it's now time for our first commercial break. When we return, more with Darragh SeanRyan, owner of Dark Oak Productions. You're listening to GNA DCN Member Spotlight on the DCN Internet Radio Network.